Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. So I'm just gonna say ahead of time here, if you guys don't like this video, that's fine. It's gonna be more generalized, probably even a little politically charged in its own way, because I'm gonna get into society and the way that society operates in this video. It's not gonna be about sports. It's not gonna be about a particular team or anything like that. So if you click off the video and don't want to watch it, I completely understand. But I was blown away this morning because I have Adrian Wojnarowski's sorry, I'm losing my voice. I had Adrian Wojnarowski's tweets. Like, every time he tweets, I get a notification for it, okay? I have Woj bombs going off on my phone left and right. But when I was at work this morning at 9:24 a.m., I saw a tweet that I absolutely could not believe, okay? I'm going to read the tweet for you. Congratulations to Malika Andrews, who will host our Wednesday night NBA countdown shows this season. Malika Andrews has now been promoted to host ESPN's NBA countdown shows. Now, I'm just going to pause here and just let you know, if you've never been told to go fuck yourself in your life, this is ESPN doing it right now. Okay, this is how ESPN tells you, the viewer, to go fuck yourself because they like Malika Andrews, okay? Even though her opinion was wildly unpopular. I mean, wildly unpopular. I mean, every video I made on Malika Andrews the past 2 weeks pretty much blew up, okay? And I stopped talking about it. But when I woke up this morning and saw this, I was like, you could not be any more out of touch. Now, I understand that ESPN is owned by Disney. In case you guys don't know, newsflash, ESPN is owned by Disney, the Walt Disney Company. And they are pretty left-leaning. Okay, I will say that. I'm not trying to get too political here, but they're on the feminist movement and stuff like that. They're already, have a stick up their ass about what Ron DeSantis did to Disney World down in Florida about removing them from the tax-exempt list and stuff like that. So they've had a real bug up their ass. And this just feels like ESPN's way of saying, go fuck yourself, And when I made the original Malika Andrews video about the Joe Mazzulla situation in particular, I don't think I'd ever cursed so much in my life as I have on this channel in that video. I mean, I really don't think I have. I think I've cursed the most in that video than I ever have on this channel. And I just think to myself, man, after everything that she did, she didn't even apologize. I get it, you know what I'm saying? You should never, apologize for being yourself. I understand that. But what she did to Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins and Joe Mazzulla specifically was incredibly disrespectful. I mean, you went on Stephen A. Smith's show, okay? A debate show at that. And told him he needs to stop. He needs to stop victim blaming. When he didn't even do that. Okay, he wasn't victim blaming. He's simply saying it was a consensual relationship. How come only one guy is getting blasted? We should know who the woman is, right? That's all. That's all it was. It just, women always complain about equality. That's equality. Okay, if the guy was in a consensual relationship with a staffer and he's getting blasted, the woman deserves the same thing. That is the definition of equality. But no, women want to be treated better. Suddenly they want Ime Udoka's name to be out there, but they don't want the woman's name to be out there. And I'm just gonna be honest, okay? I try to see both sides of the situation because, to be fair, there was a sports analyst or sports journalist, writer, whatever, who had an incident with Brett Favre. I get it. I understand the Brett Favre thing that happened recently too. I'm not talking about that, even though that is incredibly fucked up. I'm talking about a prior situation where Brett Favre decided to send a picture of his Johnson to a sports writer or whatever, and she basically became known as the Brett Favre girl, right? And she got harassed so much that I guess she got breast implants and had them removed. I mean, it was this bad for this girl. So I kind of understand where Malika Andrews is coming from, but that was not consensual, right? This was consensual. This was two people knowing exactly what the hell they were doing, right? And for her to just come out and just start calling into people's shows, start shutting people down, and then Joe Mazzulla, who played no role in this, who is getting thrown into a position that honestly he didn't ask for, but it's a good opportunity for him. How will he do? I don't know. But the idea that she came out and just was like, hey, let's just blurt out his fucking criminal record on national TV, just was one of the lowest unprofessional things I had ever seen from a journalist in the history of watching ESPN. And I've seen a lot of screwed up shit, okay? But this just seemed like she was just scraping the bottom of the bitching barrel, essentially, to try and make Joe Mazzulla out to look like some type of thug or some type of horrible person. And when I see this, I think to myself, this is not somebody I would want to work for me. You know what I'm saying? If I had a business and I had somebody who can't take no for an answer or can't take someone else's opinion, and their repercussion or their immediate reaction is to come out and do something incredibly spiteful to someone else who had no role at all in this situation, just goes to show the type of person that she is. That speaks more about your character than anything. And the idea that they kept her after this didn't make her apologize. It's fine. It's Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, they're both ESPN analysts. That's fine. You can handle that behind the scenes. That's perfectly fine. But for Joe Mazzulla, she should have came out and publicly apologized to Joe Mazzulla, because that was unfair. He did not. He's just, the man had nothing to do with the situation. And not to mention the things that she brought up, underage drinking, some type of weird domestic thing that happened at a bar or whatever. I just think to myself, you know what? We were all young and stupid at one point in time, right? Like, we've all said, done, and, just done stupid shit. It's a part of growing up. But the idea that she went as far back as to like 2007, 2009, okay, to dig up dirt on this guy, I'm like, what's Joe Mazzulla, 34, 35? I mean, you're talking going back, what, 15 years? 10, 15 years or something like that? I mean, you got to be pretty petty to do some shit like that. And I just think to myself, man, the idea that they're promoting her just says a lot about ESPN and their stance on men, their stance on just everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, man? I've never in my life made an effort to watch NBA Countdown, really ever, because I have NBA League Pass. Okay, I can watch any game I want without the stupid pregame shows and stuff like that. That's what I use to watch my games. I pay $100 a year for NBA League Pass. I can watch any game I want, so on and so forth. But the idea that she is now going to be hosting NBA Countdown on Wednesdays, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to make an effort not to watch it. If I see NBA Countdown on my TV guide anymore, no. I'm not turning it on. I'm not one of those people that comes out and stops watching something because of something I disagree with, okay? Like the Colin Kaepernick situation, for example. I didn't stop watching NFL football because he took a knee. You know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. That's his prerogative, whatever. But the idea that this girl is just such a shitty person, I'm not watching it. And you know what? I never thought I'd see the day that I see people actually calling for Rachel Nichols to come back. Like, on Twitter, man, people were like, bring back Rachel Nichols. And in case you guys don't know, I think that interview is starting to go viral a little bit, at least as viral as far as YouTube goes. Rachel Nichols now has a job with All the Smoke on Showtime with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And you know what? I couldn't be happy for her. You know what I'm saying? Or I couldn't be happier for her, because honestly, after hearing everything that happened, it sounds kind of like it was pretty foul what was happened to her. Like, they fouled the fuck out of her. So, I'm just gonna say that I will definitely not be making any attempt to watch NBA Countdown. I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one. But the idea that she was this spiteful, that she didn't apologize to at least Joe Mazzulla, is upsetting. And the idea that ESPN went out of their way to promote her after this just shows that, like, they're out of touch. Okay, they don't care what you and I think. Their biggest viewers, I would assume more men watch sports than women. I mean, men are just, we're more naturally into sports. Women, I'm not saying women aren't, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the demographic. I'm pretty sure for every one woman that watches sports, there's probably like 3 or 4 men that do. And I just think to myself, man, the idea that they did this, it says, fuck you to your general audience. You know, we love her. We think she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I could not disagree more. So, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to make this too politically charged and stuff like that, but something's definitely wrong with the world, man. I have an odd feeling women have something to do with it. That's all I'm saying. And on top of it, man, not for nothing, but when you have this type of attitude, right, that Malika Andrews has, where you can voice your opinion, but you're not willing to hear somebody else's, that's why the world is in the situation that it is now when it comes to politics, when it comes to race, when it comes to sports, when it comes to religion, when it comes to music, okay? When it comes to those 5 things, okay, that's the reason that the world is in the situation that it is now, because everybody holds an opinion but does not want to hear anybody else's, right? They don't want to see the other side of the coin because they refuse to. And you know what? It's sad, man. Because you know what? I think to myself also, Malika Andrews has a history of just whenever her opinion is not popular, she gets all salty and, you know, gets her panties in a bunch. And it's just, I can't believe this. It's absolutely amazing to me that they're promoting her, of all things. So, anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. Like, helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. I'm the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.